Hi, Facebook friends. Helen Arcantu here, CEO of the YWCA of Northern New Jersey. So happy to have some time with you this evening. We have a very special event for you, and we're so happy that you could join us. This evening, the YWCA of Northern New Jersey is hosting a Solidarity Circle. This has become a bit of a tradition for us at the YWCA. At times when our community is feeling some unrest and needs to come together and find some place for peace and healing, we have hosted events like this. And this is the first time we're doing it virtually in this way, but in the times that we are in, this makes the most sense. And it's a wonderful opportunity because it really allows us to share this very important evening with so many people. So the core of this evening is about the arts and how the arts are key in healing and the arts are key in activism. The core of this evening is also about our youth and giving our youth a place to share how they're feeling right now. And we are so grateful for those who have come together to share some of their poetry, some of their song, some of their artwork, so that we together collectively as a community can learn, listen, heal, grow. Let me also say that the YWCA annually puts out a literary journal, an art journal called Voices, and it's part of our annual Stand Against Racism. Some of the performances, the poetry and the artwork that you'll see this evening are selections that are that have been identified and been sharing with you from the Voices journal that we did this last April as part of our Stand Against Racism. It just seemed very fitting, very appropriate to invite these young people to share their pieces today. Let me also take a moment to thank my co-host for the evening, a friend, someone who inspires me, a performance poet, an artist, an author, an educator, a community activist. I'm so grateful that we have her in Bergen County, in New Jersey, in this world, to share her art, to share her teachings. And I'd like to welcome Jeanette Curtis. And thank you so much for agreeing to co-host this event with me tonight.
Definitely my pleasure to be a part of this evening. As you know, I really admire the work that you've been doing with our youth, with the YWCA, all of the activities that you involve our young people in, and that you've been out on the forefront in with regards to keeping our young people plugged into what's going on, and also being a place where they can express themselves, a place where they feel comfortable being themselves. And, you know, I definitely enjoy the fact that you're using the art and poetry and music. You know, that's where my heart is. But it's also a very safe place for not only our youth, but for everybody to enjoy. And with these particular times going, we do need an outlet that can bring us, you know, joy visually, spiritually, and so forth. So I'm very pleased to be a part of this.
Well, I hope, and when we do other events like this, and I hope for this one, that this is an opportunity for us to build bridges and to bring people together and standing shoulder to shoulder. I'm very much looking forward to hearing all the performances. You've inspired me so many times, Jeanette. You brought me to tears with your work, and I think it's very fitting that we start with a piece from you.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to start off with a poem that has been inspired by what's going on right now in our society, which is a very scary time, not only for our youth, but for us as a nation. And the piece is called Our Sons. So, what do we tell our sons? Those of hues of black, brown, yellow, or red. Those who for centuries have been judged before they are born a danger, a suspect, a criminal. those who are judged before they act, before they speak, before they do, those who are unfairly made to do the perp walk before the world, handcuffed, presumed guilty, not innocent. They must have done something. Judged by fear, stereotyped a thug, vilified, the systematic dehumanization of one human being by another. Echoes of slavery, America's nightmare, a cancer at its core, a cancer that this country has never repented for. A system born of economic suppression, which kept this country alive, raised it to power and wealth and greatness. Racism. Slavery's son continues to thrive in the dark corners of this country, continues to perpetuate its hold of its father, ingrained in the fabric of our institutions and society. The myth of race created to justify the mistreatment of one human over another. There is only one race, the human race. We are all equal beings, our skin color the results of where our early tribes settled and nature. So what do we tell our sons, those of hues of black, brown, red, or yellow? Not to run from the law that will shoot them first, then ask questions, to respect the law that sees them as a criminal before a man, a boy, a child, to respect the system that has never respected them. Do we tell them not to make eye contact, not to raise their voices, not to move, not to wear a hoodie, not to defend themselves if being beaten, not to run in fear when being stalked by citizen vigilantes in the darkness of night? So what do we tell our sons and now our daughters, those of hues of black, brown, yellow, or red? Do we tell them to stand or be afraid?
Well, all I can follow that with is amen.
Okay.
So for those of you watching this evening, we encourage you to interact with us. We encourage you to share how you're feeling. We encourage you to ask questions, share thoughts. We have the comment boxes being monitored during this performance and during the various performances. And we will be happy to integrate the comments and include any questions, answer any questions, and address any issues as we're proceeding. So with that, we're going to continue with the program. And from here, I will announce I will introduce Miss Lisa Jason, who is a member of our YWCA Northern New Jersey Healing Spaces team. She runs our creative arts program, and we're grateful to have her participate this evening.
Thank you, Helen, for having me tonight, and thank you all for being here. Such a powerful sharing tonight. And even though we're all here virtually, for all of you watching and for those near us, I would love it if we all would try to take a collective breath in this moment, breathing in and breathing out. For tonight, we have come together, leading with our hearts, sharing our voices, and we are together in this moment. Our collective energy, bringing kindness, hoping for peace. And I wonder if we could all just take a moment here and have a moment of silence for all of those who have used their voice, are using their voices. Thank you very much. And next we have coming up a beautiful song written by a young woman named Araya Simmons. And the backdrop of this song is artwork by our youth and literary voices.
You can almost see it now, your shining light. You can feel the victory from winning this fight. As you look back, you'll find no regrets. Never thought you'd be the only one left. After all that has passed, you're still here standing strong, and you'll never be forgotten. There's just no way, no way. 'Cause you're a soldier, keeping your focus. Haven't you noticed? Running your shoulders, standing like a soldier. You'll keep on fighting until it's over. No turning back, march on like a soldier, like a soldier. You're a soldier, keeping your focus. Haven't you noticed? Running your shoulders, stand high, step in to your new beginning. You've made it through the not so joyful ride, and all of your good times and all of your bad times, they make up who you are. You're a shining star, and they'll never doubt you again. 'Cause you proved them wrong. Even after the destruction, you showed no fear, no fear. 'Cause you're a soldier, keeping your focus. Haven't you noticed? Running your shoulders, stand like a soldier. You'll keep on fighting until it's over. No turning back, march on like a soldier, like a soldier. You're a soldier, keeping your focus. Haven't you noticed? Running your shoulders, stand like
Hello, my name is Amanda Gorin. I'm 14 years old. This is my Literary Voices poetry submission, The Bridge to Another World. I sit inside my house, pondering what the world has become. Should I take a stand, or wait for others to force it to overcome? I look outside my door. The fog escaped inside. I heard a whisper in my ear. I pushed the exit aside. I ran to follow the whisper that led me to a wood. A gate towered over me. I opened it, doing no good. Hello, I shouted all alone. The visuals I could not bear. A bridge lay out in front of me. I crossed it in despair. Surprised, I looked at what came next. Nothing I should be scared of. A perfect utopia smiled at me. I hadn't crossed the bridge enough. The people all were happy, hand and laced in hand. The world was oh so perfect. I wondered, was this planned? The people greeted me, beauty in the air. Everyone was different, no same skin or hair. Everybody got along, no one leader or one mind. They all led this world together, all of mankind. There was joy at every turn, grins from ear to ear. They surrounded me and told me this. This is what you need to hear. This is our perfect world. You can visit anytime. Although this world is ours, it can also be mine. I took their wisest words with me and ran back across that bridge. I closed the gate and ran to home on my house on the ridge. As I lay down on my bed, I knew I had to help. I got to my computer and wrote all that I felt. Stop the hate, stop the bullying, stop this twisted world. Get rid of all pessimists. Our new world is deserved. The people all were happy, hand in lace in hand. I knew that I had done it. I'm glad I took a stand. Thank you. Now, please enjoy another poem from our Literary Voices.
Hi, my name is Kavya Gounder and I am 14 years old. This is my Literary Voices submission, unique, not different. Different, weird, odd, the demons lurking taunt. Break you down with words, even dreams those shadows haunt. Plant seeds of doubt that grow to bushes of thorn and evil. Don't let them take root or they just might be lethal. Stupid, ugly freak, the people point and jeer. They hate that you are special, try to make you hide from fear. Their words are daggers sharp to cut you and tarnish your beauty. Don't let them put out your spark with their horrid acts of cruelty. Beautiful, special, strong. The angels around you say, you are perfect as you are. Never change your way. Don't listen to those demons who laugh and call you a freak. Don't listen to the people who fear those that are unique. Why should this happen to many? Don't we always fuss? Beauty is skin deep. Why does its color matter to us? An angel shouldn't be needed to help the brightest stars shine. We must all do our part and work. That is the only way that racism can decline. Don't let words put out your spark. Let it burn fierce and bright. They say you are different. Embrace it. Don't waste it. A word just shows feelings, and feelings are bigger than you ever knew. So take the true meaning of their words. Be different, be unique, and always be you. Thank you. Up next, we have a musical performance by Jeremiah Hedden.
Hello, Jeremiah Hedden. I'm an organizer out here in Oakland, but I'm happy to join in with you all. I have a song to perform called Covered In. Hope you enjoy. Too tired to code switch. I fought for the day when I could finally be made. We're seeking a place where we finally have space. Yeah, there I go again. I'm dreaming, dreams chasing, believing in something I've never say. But I have hope and faith and the maker, his plan, and I hope I'm on the take. You see, there's a light and dark on me, whose side you on? There's a light and dark on me, whose side you on? There's a light and dark on me, whose side you on? One is right and one is wrong. Here I am, a man coming out. Yep, I'm coming out. And here we stand on sacred land. Still coming out. Yes, we're coming out. There's a light and there's a dark. There's steering and there's holding. There's giving and there's taking. One is right and one is wrong. Thank you. We'll continue on to the next performance.
Hi, my name is Rita Qureshi, and I will be reciting If They Should Come For Us by Fatima Asghar. These are my people, and I find them on the street and shadow. Through any wild, all wild. My people, a dance of strangers in my blood. The old woman's sari, dissolving to wind, bindi, a new moon on her forehead. I claim her my kin, and so the star of her to my breast. The toddler, dangling from stroller, hair a fountain of dandelion seed at the bakery. I claim them too. The Sikh uncle at the airport, who apologizes for the pat-down. The Muslim man who abandons his car at the traffic light, drops to his knees at the call of the azan. And the Muslim man who sips good whiskey at the start of Maghrib. The lone khala at the park, pairing her kurta with Crocs. My people. My people. I can't be lost when I see you. My compass is brown and gold and blood. My compass. A Muslim teenager. Snapback and high tops gracing the subway platform. Mashallah, I claim them all. My country is made in my people's image. If they come for you, they come for me too. In the dead of winter, a flock of aunties step out on the sand. Their dupattas turn to ocean. A colony of uncles grind their palms, and 1,000 jasmines bell the air. My people, I follow you like constellations. We hear the glass smashing the street, and the nights opening their dark. Our names, this country's wood for the fire, my people. My people. The long years we've survived. The long years yet to come. I see you map my sky. The light, your lantern long ahead, and I follow. I follow. Thank you.
Hear me? Okay, great. So the poem we'll be reciting today is a slightly modified version of K.L. Nelson's War on Black Boys. You guys are free to make some noise. Poetry snaps are more than welcome. If you hear something that impacts you, let out some noise. We'd love to hear it. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do at this point will not really matter.
'Cause your skin color has already confessed to the crime.
You have the right to an attorney
who will try his hardest to see that justice is served.
But a jury of your peers, aka our attorneys, will have him outmatched 12 to 1. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided to you free of charge because he is also on our payroll. Do you understand these rights as they have been read to you? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Don't move.
I see you reaching for your 9mm wallet.
I see you reaching for your 38 caliber inhaler.
Whoa, I said don't move. Stop breathing.
You're puffing up your chest.
I feel threatened.
Stop resisting arrest.
Is that a weapon?
Lay down.
No, no, no. Face down.
No, no, no. Face ground.
Bang. Oops, I did it again.
I'm a pop star.
No, I'm a pop star. No, I'm a cop star.
No, by the time I get back to the precinct, I will be a rock star.
Clap for him. I have more trophies with black names on them than BET award winners. Clap for him.
I will probably be honored at the NYPD award dinner.
Clap for him. They are going to throw me a parade. Clap for him.
Because when I clap for him,
they go to the grave. Black boys' cries fall on deaf, white ears.
Black mothers' tears keep graveyard grass green.
And black men's bones are the gavel with which judges finalize false convictions. Wake up, black boys!
It's time to declare war.
I wonder
how Trayvon Martin's mother feels that her son is a household name and not a household body.
I wonder if Freddie Gray's family can still say grace over their food, even though their prayers could not stop the thief that robbed him of his last breath.
I wonder when Tamir Rice died playing cops and robbers, if he still saw the former more innocent than the latter.
I wonder when George Floyd called for his mother in his final moments, if the souls of all departed black mothers held his hand on the way to heaven. I wonder
if police are meant to protect us from criminals. What crime Breonna Taylor committed in her sleep?
I wonder Black women feel closer to God because they're steady having to lay to rest their only begotten sons.
I wonder if Black people's skin got darker because we're closer to the sun, then how many years will it take us to grow bulletproof skin because we're closer to the guns? I'm tired.
I'm tired of going to funerals where babies are being buried in boxes bigger than the ones they used to put their toys in.
I'm tired of not being able to say, see you later to my friends. We're steady practicing our goodbye words to each other.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
I'm tired.
I'm tired because I'm forced to stay woke in a society whose laws are written as lullabies to Black people. I'm tired.
I wonder if America will be alarmed when she wakes up and sees Black folk ain't sleeping no more.
Because the American dream is the African American nightmare. I'm tired because I'm forced to stay woke. And if I finally go to sleep, I might stay asleep forever. Thank you. Wow. I'm so moved by the young people sharing their feelings, and so grateful that they joined us this evening.
And
Before-
I would like to say,
I want to make sure, I actually want to turn everything back over to Jeanette so that she can share another one of her wonderful poems and some of her thoughts.
yes, I would like to say that it's just a wonderful display of talent of our young people. The artwork was fabulous. Our young poets were fantastic. I'm very moved by the fact that our young people are so aware and in touch with what's going on right now. And I'm very encouraged by the fact that they have become more politically aware of what's going on. And, you know, they're at the point where they are seeking change, and they're seeking change in a peaceful way, which is most important. I don't know if there were any questions that came in that we may be able to field at this time.
It does not, I don't know, Samantha, looks like from looking, we have a lot of lovely comments. Samantha, do you see any questions?
Yes, so we did have a question from a Barbara Giarmo. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. It's for Jeanette.
Yes.
She asked, did writing and performing your poem, did it make you feel better or did it make you feel different?
Well, Barbara, and I know Barbara's one of my good friends. Barbara, it did two things for me. It kind of frightened me because I was so filled with so much trepidation with what's going on now, you know, being the aunt of young males, you know, my husband, you know, being, you know, a Black male in this country, and just the height of what was going on and the uncertainty, unfortunately, for many African American families and other families of color, not only African Americans. There's always that uncertainty about your loved one, if they're going to be safe, just doing daily things that other people do. So the poem came about as a way for me to vent that feeling, to vent the fear, also to vent some of the anger. And it also took me back somewhat, because I'm saying, my gosh, I thought we were through with this. And now we're back at this point again. And actually, it seems to be as ugly as it was in the past. So it served two things, Barbara, to deal with my anxiety about what was going on and to also vent my feeling.
We also had some youth, one in particular. I know that right now we already have our event, but if there were any other youth to come through or anybody else who would want to share their poetry or their artwork, would there be another forum for that, or maybe another solidarity circle? I'm sure people would want to know about that. Also, I know there's a few people who performed or submitted their work today that would love to continue the solidarity circle, but in such a way that it could be more of an open forum to discuss youth activism or activism in general, whether it's in protesting, what volunteer opportunities there are, how can they educate themselves, how can they educate others around them or in their families. Is there anything that you guys could mention? I know we'll probably have some pointing out to the resources that I know you guys have on your website, but just so people can listen in.
Sure, and thank you for asking the question. And we love, we've been very fortunate at the YWCA of Northern New Jersey to have so many young people be involved in our Voices journal for the last few years and have come together and shared such personal pieces. We're always so stunned by the depth and of what they share and the emotion and the activism, that is all included in their pieces. It's clear to us, and as I said, we've ended up, has become a tradition for us to host solidarity circles at times when we feel the community needs to be together and heal. And it's clear to us that where our society is today, where our community is today, this is not a one-time event that we're doing this evening, that this is something that we need to be able to keep going to support our youth and give them a place that they can safely express themselves. And also for adults as well, that we can bring everyone together. So we encourage everyone to stay connected to the YWCA of Northern New Jersey, stay connected to our social media, get onto our email lists, and we will be sharing news about a regular opportunity like this for individuals to come together. And that will probably be more of a personal experience for those that come in and not necessarily on a Facebook Live like this, but we will continue to also use this opportunity with Facebook as well to broaden our circle. I do also encourage you to visit our, for those that are watching and maybe being exposed to some of this poetry and some of this artwork, and it's, putting in your mind maybe that you want to learn more. I encourage you to go to our website and go to the link that says racial justice. We have an entire resource page there that our team at the YWCA has been cultivating and curating to make sure that there's important information, links, readings, videos, documentaries, ways that you can educate yourself. We have the link attached. We'll put the link to that page actually right in the comments below. And I also encourage anyone in the community that would like to join our Racial Justice Task Force. We have over 150 individuals and organizations in our area who come together regularly and help us plan events like this. And we encourage you to join our efforts and get involved with them.
Okay, well, that's just, as I was saying, you have such wonderful programming and such wonderful opportunities for the community to be involved in, and the programming at the YWCA is really tremendous. So I thank you for all that you do, Helen, and the women of your staff and organization. At this point, I'm going to end with one other poem. It's a poem that I wrote for Dr. Maya Angelou after seeing her doing a presentation at a university, a local university. And as she was speaking, she was just talking about how we are all the same. And the lighting in the auditorium was such that it it was shining down in such a way that it reflected out of her eyes. So as she was speaking, it was this light coming from her eyes. And after I left the university, it happened to be Fairleigh University, as a matter of fact. After I left the university, after hearing her and being very enthralled, and I've had the pleasure to meet her on a couple occasions, several occasions, very funny lady. Just that vision of her in that dark auditorium and this light that seemed to be reflecting out of her eyes, this poem came, and it's called Her Eyes, for Dr. Maya Angelou. Through Maya's eyes, the collective we can see what we were meant to be, God's children, all colors, ethnicities, genders, and religions. The beautiful rainbow of his collection, the bouquet of his grace, the flowers of his garden, the world. We may vary in shades, in ideas, in causes, in beliefs, but when the petals of life are peeled away, we all long for love, peace, and happiness, for a fulfilled life. Through Maya's eyes, we see the potential we all share to come together as we were born, one race, the human race, to live in harmony with each other and with this earth, to do unto others as we would do unto ourselves, to love this earth, protect it, grow it, and pass it on to the next generation. Through Maya's eyes, we see the future, the reason we were put here in the garden of our times, to shepherd in the special spirit needed in these particular hours. So let us not miss our calling and bring tears to her wise and sparkling eyes. Brilliant eyes that clearly sees this world of humankind.
Thank you, Jeanette.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm so grateful that you joined me this evening for this event. And I'm so grateful for everyone who participated. We had so many amazing submissions for our literary voices, and so grateful for the young people that chose to join us this evening. And we do hope that you continue to be part of events like this in our community. I do believe that together we can impact and make the YWCA of Northern New Jersey's mission be a reality, that we can eliminate racism. And so with that, let me also say, we place a lot on our youth. We talk about how they, we have so much faith in them that they are going to save us. And I listened to their poems, I looked at their artwork, I heard the songs, and I actually do believe that. But that said, we have a responsibility not to wait for that moment. We should all do what we can and stand together side by side to be able to try to make an impact and try to eliminate racism. So what we can do is actually hand them a world where they don't have to deal with these issues. So with that, before we go right to our announcements, I wanted to just invite Samantha to come back on. We have one more question from the audience.
Hi, Helen. Sorry, I know we're trying to wrap up, but another question that came in, and I think it's really important right now, especially during this time, because I do feel personally that a lot of the way in which we can fight racism and prejudice is within the home. And Suhaili Franco, originally from Englewood, New Jersey, she would like to ask, she just had her son, Indy, and she wants to know, what can she do as a mom to better, you know, use of maybe books or other tools, maybe suggestions on, you know, the right framework in terms of how she words things to her son. How can she teach him as he is also half Dominican?
I don't know if there's anything you want to share. I can jump in after.
Okay, well, as she was saying, introducing our youngsters to diversity at a very early age is very key. And, with them being very young, books can expose our youngsters to, different cultures, different ethnicities in a way that normalizes that for them, that a little boy is a little boy. Kids generally don't deal with color or anything. They just find a friend, it's somebody that likes to run like they run, and so forth. Unfortunately, a lot of the signs of racism in our young people and our kids are brought on by us as adults. So we have to be careful as to what we signal to our children, I know we have to teach our children to be safe, but teach them to be safe not because someone looks different from them, but to be safe because there are certain parameters that you have to use around any child. But the things and comments that can be said offhand and you don't think your little one is listening, a lot of times they're listening, and when you send up these red flags about certain groups, what one may wear or this, that, or the other, if the language someone may be speaking or whatever, those are sending up signals to the youngster at a very young age. It's something wrong with them and I should not be a part of them. And also try to work in a way that you can diversify playmates. I know you have people in your community. You can go to parks where, well, unfortunately, COVID is in our way now, but when we can get out and commingle together, just expose our youngsters to different people, different cultures, different foods, so they see people just as what they are, people. We're all the same.
I echo everything that Jeanette said. I also wanted to share a few resources. If you do go to the YWCA's racial justice page, there are resources for parents there. There are some wonderful organizations and readings and books, children's books that you can read to help start these discussions. There's a program around called How to Raise a Race-Conscious Child. That is a wonderful opportunity to read and get some direction there as well. And the YWCA will be hosting in the near future some workshops for parents and also for educators to help us raise anti-racist children, because it's very important. It's very important that we get these learnings to parents, because as Jeanette said, they model the adults that are around them, and they emulate their behavior, they mimic their speech, it's important. Part of raising a race-conscious child is to become race-conscious yourself and to become anti-racist yourself, to be able to then pass that to your next generation. So we encourage you to check out our resource page for that information as well, and to stay connected to the YWCA, because through our programming in the near future, you'll be receiving some invitations to participate in programs for parents and also, as I shared, for educators.
Wonderful. I just want to say thank you to you both, and of course to everyone who submitted their work or performed, and I look forward to working with everyone in the future.
Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you.
All right.
So I would be remiss before saying goodnight if I did not thank the committee that worked and put this event together this evening. Jessica from our YWCA team, who oversees our racial justice work, and all of the young people, all of the community folks, Jeanette for sharing her expertise, our internal communications team, and our behind the scenes star, Christy, who you're not seeing her face, but you are seeing her work on the screen. And we're grateful to everyone because it does take a village to put together something like this, and we're grateful to them.
Okay, well, Helen, I think we're at our closing point. Am I correct?
We are. I just would like to
Okay.
tell everyone, if you're available tomorrow at 10 a.m., I will be having a conversation with our U.S. Senator Cory Booker, and together with my sister CEOs from the YWCAs in New Jersey, we will be talking with him about systemic racism and how it impacts women. I also encourage you to join us next week. We'll be having a town hall discussion on the July 22nd in the evening. And we will have leading experts in law enforcement, education, media, discussing systemic racism and ways as individuals and as part of the organizations and businesses that we're connected to, how we can work to break it down. So I do encourage you to join us for those events as well. And we're ending with a real treat, I have to say, as if the entire event really wasn't so moving. And please, if you're watching and you wish that someone in your life was watching with you and didn't get to see it, don't despair. This is on our Facebook page. You can watch it later. You can share this solidarity circle with people in your life. And with that, I'll leave it to Jeanette to share our closing performance, which is really stellar.
Absolutely. Wonderful song. Our closing song is What I Did for Love, and that's going to be performed by Jelani Remy. And we thank you and we wish you all well. Be well. Okay, Jelani.
Hey everybody, my name is Jelani Remy, and this is What I Did for Love. Kiss today goodbye, the sweetness and the sorrow. Wish me luck, the same to you. But I can't regret what I did for love, what I did for love. Look, my eyes are dry. The gift was ours to borrow. It's as if we'd always knew. And I won't forget what I did for love, what I did for kiss today goodbye and point me toward tomorrow. We did what we had to do. Won't forget, can't regret what I did for what I did for love, what I did for love.